My stepmom convinced my dad to put my inherited property in her name, saying it was only fair since I didn't need it. They threw a massive celebration, toasting to their new house. I showed up uninvited and smiled wryly because I had just finalized the sale. Your move-out date is next month. I said growing up, it was always just me and my dad. My mom passed away when I was young, and even though my dad wasn't the warmest person, he made sure I had everything I needed. We weren't rich, but my grandparents had owned a house, nothing fancy, but fully paid off before they passed. They left it to me in their will. My dad always said, "It'll be yours when you're older, it's your security." Then she came along, enter my stepmother, Diana. She was charming at first, overly sweet, the kind of person who clutched your arm when she laughed and always made sure she was the center of attention. Within a year, she moved in. I didn't mind much at first, I was a teenager, more focused on my own life. But slowly, things started changing. Diana wasn't just here to be my dad's wife, she was here to take control. At first, it was little things. She took over decorating the house, getting rid of my mom's old things, saying it was time for a fresh start. Then she started pushing for more, she wanted everything in her name. My dad, always eager to keep her happy, started agreeing to her ideas without thinking twice. Then came the big one. One day, they sat me down in the living room. I was in my early 20s at this point, finishing college while working part-time. Diana put on her softest, most understanding voice and said, "We were thinking, since you don't need the house right now, maybe it makes sense to put it in my name instead. Just so it's fair." Fair? The house I inherited? The house my grandparents left for me? I looked at my dad, expecting him to shut it down, but instead, he nodded along. "Yeah, I think it makes sense, kiddo. We're all family after all." I felt my stomach drop. Diana continued, "We could use it to host family events, holidays, birthdays, all of us together." She smiled like she was doing me a favor. "Besides, you're young, you'll have plenty of time to get your own place." I said no flat out, but they didn't drop it. Over the next 6 months, they kept bringing it up. My dad started getting pushy, acting like I was being selfish. Diana would sigh dramatically and say things like, "I just don't understand why you don't trust me." It was relentless. Then one day, while I was at work, they did it anyway. I came home and found a celebration happening in my grandparents' house, balloons, a fancy catered dinner, champagne. Diana was giving a toast to her new home. She had convinced my dad to sign it over to her behind my back. I stood there in the doorway, watching my stepmother raise a glass and say, "To new beginnings," while my dad clinked his glass with hers, grinning like a fool. That was the moment something inside me snapped.